Happy New Year, folks. Preston Johnson here with the American Masters Bowling Tour. We're at Sunny Brook Lanes in, where are we, Madison Heights? I think it's Madison, Sterling Heights? I don't know where we are. Anyway, we're at Sunny Brook Lanes, and I'm proud to present our handicap division champion, Mr. Gary Payne. Gary.
Let's go, Gary!
I was teasing Gary. I said he'd like sitting in this chair. He won the tournament in November. I think it was one of your first tournaments with us, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, it was.
Yeah, and came out and just won the tournament, just tore it apart, had a great time, and you did the same thing today, man. You were on fire. I was watching a couple of your matches, and you just let the ball go, and it went right in the pocket, let it go, and you shot, one of the games you shot was a 249 scratch, man. You were just killing everybody. Now, what we did today, we did something really unique. We kicked off the new year with our one-ball tournament, and the way it works is that you came in with as many balls as you wanted, and you could throw them doing warm-up, but you had to pick one ball, and that one ball you used through the entire match play, and through qualifying and match play, including spares. So it had to be that unique choice. What did you use today, Gary, and why did you pick that particular ball?
Well, actually, I was using a piece called Global 900. Actually, the pattern that's drilled on it, actually, it's a skid flip pattern where it gets down the lane and saves energy for the back.
Okay.
This is a very unique tournament. You have to be able to make spares and keep the frames closed. And it was a few lanes that I crossed. They were a little wet dry. So you definitely have to stay focused. And the guys out here, they came out and they participated, and it was very tough. So, I just want to give thanks to God Almighty, first of all, and I'd like to thank the entire staff here at the American Masters Association.
Yes.
I'd like to thank the entire staff. You do such a great job.
Appreciate that very much.
And, without the support of the fans, and I'd like to congratulate all the people that participated in the tournament, and this is a good way to start off the new year.
Absolutely. Made a little cash, and that's the best way. Now, take me through qualifying. How did qualifying go for you? Did you run into any particular lane that gave you trouble, or did you start questioning, why did I pick this particular ball for this particular pattern?
Well, absolutely. Actually, in the first game, when I first got started, I was playing a little deep, kind of like maybe 20 to 23, and just sending the ball out. But once it got in the dry part, the dry area, actually around 15, it kind of jumped on you a lot.
Yeah.
So actually, what I had to do was move actually the second game, because it was just too dry in the center part of the lane.
Exactly.
So I moved to the outside part of the lane because it was, it was really oily. And if you just get it off your hand and let the lane take it, you wouldn't get an erratic reaction.
Yeah, so it was funny too, because when I was watching in particular, I was a little disappointed in the shot, because it didn't seem like it was the pattern that we were expecting. We put out something called the Ultimate Challenge 2. We normally use that pattern here. And so I know how it should play. I know, what it was supposed to do, and it didn't play the way we thought it was going to play. So I think there was a little bit of psychological on the folks that had bowled with us before and knew what the pattern was supposed to be, versus folks that were relatively new to us and didn't know any better. Yeah, I don't think you've ever bowled here on this pattern, so you had the advantage of not knowing how it was supposed to actually play, but you took advantage of it. You're a great bowler anyway, so I don't think it would have mattered. I think you still would have been sitting here anyway. But it was just weird. We were expecting an entirely different performance, and the cut score for the handicap division was 72. Was a plus 72, and normally we were expecting that to be a lot lower, sometimes negative. Okay, but you had no problems with it at all. It sounded like until you found the issue with the middle. You moved outside and pretty much played straight up.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you have to be able to read the lanes. That's very important when you bowl. You definitely have to know when to move. And with this particular tournament, just being able to use just one ball. Yeah. A lot of time you have to change your releases, so that's important, the way you release the ball. Yeah. And you can't really hit the ball and crank it. A lot of time you just have to get it clean off your hand.
Smooth, exactly.
Let the lane take it, and then if you don't strike, try to leave something that you can make.
Exactly. And I think that you hit the nail right on the head. A lot of folks that were trying to play, when I was watching them, they were trying to play deep, thinking that they could, play left, throw it right, and it was going to come back, and it didn't work like that. And what I noticed was that the ones that actually started to perform, that scored, everybody moved right and just played straight up. Roughly first arrow is what I was seeing. First arrow right around between 6 and 8 board, it would look like where the shot was. If you got it out too soon, you leave 10 pins. But if you played straight up and let the ball snap at the end, you nail the pocket. And that's what you were doing. You were amazing, man. I was Gary's going to win today.
Well, I didn't actually start off like that. I got to looking at a couple of guys that were bowling right next to me, and they were all playing the outside part of the lane.
Yes.
And actually, they were just letting the ball come off in their hand. It wasn't yanking it or cranking it or anything, and they were just getting their arm straight down the lane.
Yeah.
And a lot of time, accuracy is really, consistency is something that you just have to get in your mind. You have to
particularly with the way we play on
focus on that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And, it was tough. It was challenging. I like the format that the American Masters Association have, because they keep it fair, and they have a variety of patterns where you have to, move on the lanes. And with this particular tournament, by being one ball, I mean, this is really exciting because you would have to grind.
Exactly.
This is a hard grind.
Yes.
And you can only use one
ball on a challenging pattern.
Right. Because most of the times we use different balls for spares.
Exactly.
But it's very important to know how to flatten the ball out and go direct at spares, because you'll make the majority of your spares if you flatten the ball out and go straight. A lot of guys hook at spares, but that's not a good idea. I look at a lot of pros, how they shoot spares, and they go straight.
Exactly.
And they make most of them.
And it's funny, we were talking about that. I was talking with somebody earlier, right after the tournament was over, and the whole concept of using one ball, and what everybody was worried about was the spares, particularly 10 pins to be right-handed.
Absolutely.
And I remember this tip from Norm Duke many years ago. He had said that you should be able to use the same ball on every pin. Okay, so if you leave a 10 pin and you're using your strike ball, you should be able to take that strike ball and pick up that 10 pin with it. I never forgot that. And to your point, it's just a matter of hand position, how to do it. But everybody has a different way of doing it. But we challenged everybody today that said use one ball for everything, and it was just tremendous today. I think we all had a good time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I just want to thank the American Masters Bowling Association for all the hard work that they do and all the things that they do as far as making things fair for the tournament organization.
Appreciate that.
And you're a great group of people, and I enjoy bowling in this particular organization.
Well, it's folks like you that we do it for, and that's why we keep doing it week after week. So we're going to take a quick break.
Power and control are the two most important features a bowling ball must possess. The new Buzzsaw bowling ball redefines these vital qualities. The diamond-shaped weight block increases revolution without sacrificing accuracy, as the Buzzsaw literally cuts through the pocket. The new Buzzsaw bowling ball, a cut above the rest. Now available at Area Pro Shop.
Hi folks, we're at Sunny Brook Lanes, and I'm with Gary Payne, our Handicap Division champion.
There you go, Gary.
Again, we were just kind of recapping how the day went. This is your second tournament. You're on a roll, man.
Yeah.
You like sitting in this chair. You like the light, the bright lights and so forth.
I do.
You're definitely going to be here a little bit more. So tell everybody a little bit about Gary. What do you do for a living? Got family? Your family was here, I think, today. Is that right? I saw some folks back there cheering you on.
Yeah, I had a few friends that came out and supported me, and I do have friends here in the tournament organization also. I know quite a bit of the guys that bowl in this tournament organization. But I didn't have any family members here today.
Okay.
But
a lot of friends that were back there rooting you on.
Guys I bowl with in different organizations like Mid-States and Nabi and stuff. You run into these guys too. So they participate in this also. So.
Got it. Okay. Now, what do you do for a living?
Actually, I work for DTE Energy. I'm a dispatcher.
Oh, we were talking about that last time. Yeah, I need to call you. Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I've been there for 32 years, and it's a great company to work for.
Okay.
I'm very thankful to have a job in this particular economy, because this economy is really, really bad for everyone.
Everybody right now.
And I feel sorry for the families who've lost their jobs and lost their homes and cars and stuff. And it's just a blessing to be sitting here, to be employed. And I just feel so good, and like I said, I want to give thanks to God.
Well, you're definitely blessed, man.
I definitely want to give thanks to God.
Well, you came here to win a tournament, Gary. That's exactly what you did. So I've got a little bit of cash for you here. And before I give you that, I do want to give a shout out to Keith Becker. Had a tremendous day today, but he ran against the buzzsaw here, and I think he's racked up. I think it's his number 6 second place finish. He's been doing incredibly well, but something about when he gets to the final match, something happens. He runs into guys like you. And Richard Odell, he did great. They got a baby due in January 26th, so we got one more tournament, but I'm betting the baby's going to show up before the tournament, but hopefully everything works out great. And last but not least, Larry Gabala, he had a tremendous day today. In fact, I thought he was going to make it to the finals. He was doing really, really well today. So, but you took them all on, you took them out, and I'm so proud to present this first place prize fund of $500 to you.
Thank you.
And then you were actually smart enough to get into the Eagle's Nest. If I remember right, you didn't get in the last time, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so I gave you a little grief about it too. So you
gotta
left her this
tease me
time.
about it.
Absolutely.
So I made sure that I was in it this time.
And the way the Eagles Nest works is our version of a progressive jackpot. You come in, pay your fee. You pay an additional fee to get into the Eagles Nest. If you make it through match qualifying, you make it through match play and sit in this chair, you get the Eagles Nest of additional $166. So not too bad. You don't get the empty envelope this time. And unfortunately, I'm not able to give you a ball bonus because the ball that you used entirely today was not one of our sponsored balls, but. Now you got a little extra money, you buy one of the sponsor balls. When we do the next one ball tournament, you can use that one, right?
Or maybe I went in a raffle, you know.
Who knows? There you go. Folks, this is Gary Payne. Whoops, I got one more thing for you. Sorry. Little trophy for you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Folks, this is Gary Payne, our handicap division champion here at Sunny Brook Lanes. We'll see you in 2 weeks, January 16th at Taylor Lanes in Taylor, Michigan. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Way to go.